Test, test. GameStop earnings are tomorrow. I'm probably the only one not excited about it. Because to me, earnings doesn't matter, but I guess it'll be good to get some numbers, you know, see how they did for the year. Also, they did some weird collab. We'll read it here in a second. What is the stock at anyway? Last time I saw it was at 23. Yeah, it's not moving. So, not very exciting. Market's still up. Oh no, the market's down a little bit too. The market was up. Dow was up like 900 points or something. Now it's only up 600, but still up overall. Russell's up a lot. Well, 2.5. Guess commodities may be going. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see, I guess. What's up, Jared? How you doing, bro? Hope you had a good weekend. Back and healthy. Oh yeah, you were sick, huh? Good, bro. Glad you're not sick anymore. That's great. I don't know if I should ban this guy or not. I don't even know. His account was made at the beginning of the year. He has naked in his name. Like, that's just weird, bro. That's very weird. I don't know if I should ban you or not. I think I'm gonna ban him. Just because he has naked in his name. You know, I'll unban you. Here, I'll time you out this time. If you want to be unbanned, change your name. But until then, you can be banned. If you don't want to be banned, then change your name. Weirdo. I don't trust anyone who made their account like literally this year. I don't trust anyone. Weird guy. What's up, Moose? How you doing, bro? Hope you had a good weekend. I guess I'm gonna go through news before I go through all these GameStop articles that I have up. See if there's anything. ICE deployed to some U.S. airports. Volume in stock and oil futures surge minutes before Trump's market turning post. Okay. Whatever. Trump tells CNBC we're very intent on making a deal with Iran. Toyota to invest $1 billion to increase production in Kentucky, Indiana plants. Trump administration plans to bring more diesel to the market. Trump puts hold on U.S. airstrikes against Iran energy infrastructure for 5 days. BTS comeback. Draws smaller crowd than hoped. Well, yeah, didn't BTS go silent for like months or even years? Like, of course people are gonna jump. You got to take advantage of all that hype. You can't just like be the most popular boy band in the fucking world and then just stop posting and making music and expect it to all just like be the same when you come back. Synopsis shares, activist Elliott builds multi-billion-dollar stake. Air Canada jet collision shuts down New York's LaGuardia Airport. Oh yeah, I guess so. This hit a fire truck. Is there a video of it? I don't know why I like, even though they're sad, I'm weird. I like watching plane crashes. Air Canada crash. No. Oh, there is a video. There's always videos of this shit. Always videos.
It is unclear what actually caused this collision, and there were at LaGuardia have been twists.
I just want the video. I saw that. I haven't seen the video. I feel like they're not gonna have it. That's what the hell? The physics of that is weird, bro. The fire truck is like propping up the plane. Is there a video of the crash or just the aftermath?
I'm just
at 11:45 this evening.
Usually they have videos of the crashes. Doesn't look like they do for this one. Whatever. Whatever. Iconic SMG dominates Modern Warfare 2019 as player count surges. After being placed on sale on Steam for $6, 2019's reboot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare series is experiencing a resurgence. The time of writing, it's hit a new 24-hour peak of over 60,000 players the weekend after the sale, which is more than Black Ops 7 and Warzone combined. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, bro. That's actually so funny. People are going back to a fucking 7-year-old game because Black Ops 7 is so dog shit. And Warzone, I mean, Warzone's always been terrible. I don't know why people liked Warzone so much. CEO Mark Zuckerberg building AI agent to help do his job. Kick cracks down on streaming unsafe content and AI deepfakes. Black Ops 7 rifle so busted it turns bad players into COD pros. Finishing a video game can trigger post-game depression. Fruit Love Island is internet's new obsession as AI videos get millions of views. Who's watching that? Like, probably the most brain dead fucking content ever. YouTuber with 6 mil subs hits out at YouTube for demonetizing him after 10 years. That's fucking sad, bro. That's sad. Sub Hugh G. McDonald's tests robot workers, but it's limited to one store. McDonald's store in China has gone viral after it's using robots to greet customers and serve food to them. Mix of humanoids and service robots being tested, with humanoids responding to orders and replicating customer movements. Our humanoid series are leading the squad and hitting the streets. To showcase how service automation is becoming a seamless part of global dining, and how technology brings more smiles to every mealtime. Does it? I mean, I guess it beats, you know, taking or getting your order from some like depressed person who like hates their job. The robot is just like a robot. Maybe I should get a robot to stream for me. Maybe that's the key. Maybe that's the key to success. You just got to get robots to do everything for you. Teacher brings PS5 to class and uses Assassin's Creed to give history lesson. Okay. All right. Michael Saylor did another At the Money, bro. Oh my god, bro. Another At the Money, 44.1 billion at the money. Or did they just announce it? Its ability to raise capital. Okay, so they didn't do one, but they it's so dumb, bro. Bitcoin has to be like the most trash investment ever, bro. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. Yoda's now the ugliest Lego Star Wars character. That is an ugly Yoda. Shovelware? What the fuck, shovelware? Wiping over 1,000 games from PlayStation Store. Oh, they're just AI games. This video was funny. Grown men almost choke each other over Pokemon cards. Bro, this... Penguins did a review of a couple videos that were hilarious. Oh. Pokemon, I mean... Pokemon might be worse than crypto at this point, honestly. I think crypto's pretty dumb, but Pokemon's getting up there. It's definitely getting up there. People are like trying to like kill each other for Pokemon. It's ridiculous. Fucking losers. Let's see. Capcom promises no Gen AI in its games. Mario Kart Tour now rated 18 plus. Regulators crack down on in-game gambling. That's hilarious. Mario Kart, an 18 plus game because of gambling. Alright. Speedrunner discovers groundbreaking new glitch in Pokemon Fire Red on Switch. Yeah, he's got a video of it too. It's cool. Warframe players fear the game's been hacked. Receiving nefarious invites. Pokemon Red and Blue looks stunning on Switch 2 and Pokapia recreation. What? That looks... How is this Pokemon Red and Blue? Is using Pokepia's Pallet Town free creation area to create a close to a 1-to-1 recreation of the old Game Boy era. Okay, that's nice. I thought you could actually like play Red versus Blue in Pokepia. Hit big on Pokemon over the weekend. What'd you get? Polymarket cracking down on insider trading. Billionaire OnlyFans owner Leonid Radvinsky has died from cancer at 43. That's pretty sad. I mean, he did make the worst app in history though, so Elon Musk announces Terafab project he claims will be the largest chip manufacturing facility ever. Terafab is expected to produce 1 terawatt of computing power and chips each year. Reddit's weighing identity verification methods. Minecraft theme park will open in London in 2027. OpenAI reportedly plans to double its workforce to 8,000 employees. Twitter turned 20. Twitter used to be a good website, not anymore. Ended up buying Ascended Heroes from somebody on Marketplace. It's always missed by a couple people in line. Pinterest CEO says teens under 16 should be banned from social media, but not Pinterest. Okay. Elon Musk misled investors during his Twitter takeover. White House proposes new AI policy framework. 3 people have been charged with illegally exporting NVIDIA GPUs. Yeah, we read about that. Nintendo reportedly making a Switch 2 with a user replaced battery for EU. Netflix Assassin's Creed officially set in Rome. Okay, ByteDance is selling its Moonton game unit to Savvy Games for $6 billion. I swear I've read these. Amazon acquires autonomous robotics startup River. Yeah, okay. Seen those. Debated keeping it sealed for the half-hour train ride home, but got home, ripped pretty quick, hit the motherfucking Mega Gengar. Oh, nice. Is it in good condition? I don't know anything about that set. It's a $1,000 card, ungraded. Holy shit, that is a huge hit. That's awesome. That's a massive hit. Hopefully it's in good condition, bro. I think a 10's worth a fuck ton. Yeah, 10's like 3 bandos. Great condition. Sending that in the Mega Charizard integrated on Wednesday. Let's go. I hope you get a 10, bro. Hopefully it's a 10. That's fire. That's a fire card. I'd be reluctant to grade it personally, but hopefully it goes well. Pretty much everything's up in the market today. Not really much economic data. Crypto doesn't move. I think altcoins are up a little bit, but crypto basically just doesn't move. Nothing there. Cat parents amasses over 100,000 wish lists in 3 days. Never imagined that our little dream would spark interest. Cat parents? What the fuck is that? Cat rescue simulator. Streets are full of dangers. What the heck, dude? This just looks like AI slop, bro. Maybe it's not, but that looks like total AI fucking dog shit. I mean, I'm not surprised. If it's not, I mean, congrats to them, but If it is AI garbage, I mean, I'm not surprised at all, to be honest. Not surprised at all. Using walk-in submission for PSA with this one, paying for a quicker, higher value insurance option too. $80 should be 25 days turnaround. If either of the 10, I'll be upcharged. Oh yeah, I forget they upcharge for expensive cards like that. God, that's dumb, bro. How much would they upcharge? I don't really know. No, they charge more for like if your card's a certain amount of value, like 500 or 1,000, I think. I don't remember the exact number. So even if it's a 9, I think you get upcharged. Even if it's an 8, I think you get upcharged. That's fucking ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous. The $80 option covers up to $1,500. Oh, okay, that's good then. That's good. That's not bad. Well, I hope it's a 10 either way. How much do they upcharge you though? The Zard's like 2K and the Gengar over 3K. Damn. Impressive, bro. Impressive. I hope they're both 10s. That'd be so sick. That'd be just gangster to like. That's just awesome. Some awesome pulls. Alright, I guess I'll make a stream clip about this fucking Skittles thing. I guess. I don't know. I'm kind of butthurt about the stream clips because, like, they've been doing so well, but nobody fucking comments, nobody likes the video. It's, like, actually a joke. It's actually a fucking joke. Like, the last video, the last 2 videos I posted are the best I've posted ever. Like, they topped Power Pack videos and everything right out the gate. But nobody fucking nobody engages with the video. It's like it's just bot views or some bullshit. And obviously I get negative comments. I just delete those, but I don't know, it's a fucking joke, bro. It's actually a joke. It's almost not even worth it. But whatever. Alright, so GameStop and Skittles did some weird collaboration. Skittles puts bizarre gaming flute behind GameStop counter for fans to find. Skittles is taking its unusual gaming controller campaign into the real world, giving fans the chance to track down its custom flute controller inside a GameStop store. The brand confirmed it has hidden a single Skittles gaming flute in an undisclosed GameStop location somewhere in the continental United States. Fans can attempt to claim it by visiting stores and asking staff using a specific phrase. The activation is tied to the wider campaign around the one-of-a-kind controller, which doubles as a fully playable flute and functions as a gaming input device. Skittles hides a one-of-a-kind controller in GameStop. According to Skittles, the flute has been placed behind the counter at one GameStop store. To claim it, fans must go to a nearby location and say the password "control the rainbow" on March 23rd. Only one unit is available, and the brand has confirmed it is a Finders Keepers giveaway. To find it, however, you'll have to just go to your store and say the password. Neither GameStop nor Skittles is giving hints as to where to find it. That's such a weird collaboration, dude. So random, but kind of cool. I mean, bringing traffic to the store, kind of cool. The promotion was shared on Instagram, where Skittles told fans, "Tomorrow we are giving away one Skittles gaming flute at one GameStop somewhere in the continental US. Head to a store near you and say the password "control the rainbow." Tomorrow, March 23rd, Finders Keepers. Then they have a little TikTok video here. It's got music. It's like Stranger Things. At one flute, turn controller hiding inside. Find it only on 3/23. the Skittles gaming flute. Go to your local GameStop, use password, control the rainbow. If that's such a random collaboration, dude. The in-store hunt builds on the campaign's earlier reveal of the flute controller, which requires players to use breath control and finger placement to input commands. Oh, I'm good at both of those things. The controller has already been used as part of a streaming challenge involving creator Point Crow, where gameplay is tied directly to musical performance. Unlike traditional controllers, the device translates real-world instrument input into an in-game action, requiring players to physically perform to progress. The GameStop giveaway marks the latest phase of the campaign, shifting the challenge from online content into a real-world search for the only available unit. That is so weird. If it's there, it's yours. No way. That's so random, bro. That's so random. I mean, I'm not gonna go look for this thing, but it's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. That's just so weird, bro. It's kind of, I guess the only reason it's cool is because GameStop's like doing a collaboration with Skittles. Like, I don't know who owns Skittles. I forget. But I mean, I guess I could look it up real quick. What company owns Skittles? Mars Wrigley Division acquired the Skittles company in 2008. The name of the candy Skittles comes from the sports game of the same name. Named as such, the resemblance of the suite to items used in the game. Oh, it's Mars. Okay. I mean, that's cool. GameStop's collaborating with Mars. Like, that's a cool collaboration. It's random, but pretty cool. Unbelievable. Never hit shit as a kid. I mean, that's dope, man. That's dope. That's hype. $150 covers up to 2.5k value. Oh, wow. If it's over that, 300 covers up to 5k, so I pay 80 up front. If Zard's 10, I'll pay 70. If Gengar's 10, that'll be 220 upcharge. Greedy bastards. Holy fuck, dude. Fuck PSA. That's garbage, bro. Oh, PSA is so whack, bro. PSA is so whack. Fucking Nat Turner, bro. I might need to check my local GameStop. GME to the moon? Nah, GME to Mars. Good point, bro. That's funny. That's funny. GME to Mars, baby. That's hilarious. That's actually pretty funny. That's funny, bro. I'm gonna post that stream clip real quick. Or edit it, I guess, and then post it. Probably won't do well, but we'll see. Alright, so Alright, so it's random, but pretty cool. I don't think there's anything I need to cut out of there, so we'll just upload it how it is. I got in the stream way too early for how little news there is. But whatever. I don't think there's any earnings today either. Maybe I just won't stay till the close. We'll see. We'll see. Probably take like an hour to read this shit. Maybe. What was that thing called again? Like a flute? Gamer flute or some shit like that? Gaming flute. Oh wait, I'm gonna steal that thumbnail. I don't give a shit, man. I'm stealing this thumbnail. Why not? Might as well. That's not even the right size. Works for me. Here, I'll even I'll insert this. Put that like right there. Throw that there. I gotta make tags. I'm just gonna use the stream tags. Maybe a teaser for the next big thing. Creators of Guitar Hero, Flute Hero. Guitar Hero is actually making a new game. I don't know if you knew that. I forgot exactly what it's called, but they're actually releasing a new game. I think it comes out this year. I forget what it's called. I can look it up. Guitar Hero new game. Sound system. Sound system game. Yep. Here it is. Sound system 10/26/26. Brand new Guitar Hero game. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. What's up, Ruben? I like the one with the drums. Oh, Rock Band. Yeah, that's what this is gonna be like. It's gonna be like Rock Band. I used to play the fuck out of the drums. I could play like every song on Expert pretty... I think there's only like a couple songs I couldn't play. I was hella good at the drums. GameStop, Skittles. I don't know. I guess I don't really know what to do with the tags. Guess we'll just do that. And I'll leave it unlisted for now. Because that one video is doing pretty well, so I don't really want to upload a new video and have it get in the way of this video doing good. I mean, does it matter? I don't know if it matters, actually. I'll upload it in a little bit. At least I got it up there. Wish I got laid off close to the end of the year when GTA 6 and new Guitar Hero comes out. Yeah, I would love to play that new Guitar Hero, but I probably won't. I'm not gonna buy all those instruments and shit. Another cool game coming out this year, though. That's sick. Like that's probably gonna be a huge game. I don't think a game like that is released in a long time. When let's look it up. I mean, when was the last Guitar Hero made? October 2015. And then Rock Band. Last Rock Band game. Last main installment of Rock Band game series is Rock Band 4. So yeah, you haven't had a game like that since 2015. That's going to be a massive release. People are going to be hyped on that. We love Rock Band. What's up, Grady? Nobody buys physical games. Ah, bro. They don't buy physical fucking game instruments. Yeah, that'll be huge. That'll be massive. I think that'll be massive. How long has it been since I uploaded that video this morning, though? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. 3 hours ago. I mean, I don't know. Does it really matter? I think I'm just gonna unlist that video. I don't give a shit. It's a bunch of bots watching my videos anyway, so who cares? Who really cares? Alright, I guess we'll get into this shit. And then we'll see where we go from here. Okay. GameStop earnings. It's all about Cohen's M&A plan. I disagree with that, but okay. The M&A wasn't on my radar up until like a couple months ago, and it wasn't on anyone's radar up until like a couple months ago. So to even title it, it's all about Cohen's M&A plan. No, it's not. It's not. That's just a interesting thing that is going to happen at some point. Maybe it won't even be like anytime soon. GameStop is due to release its fourth quarter earnings report on March 24th. There are not enough analysts covering the stock to provide consensus estimates. In fiscal Q3, the company saw a 4.5% decline in revenue, but swung to an operating income profit. The holiday quarter update will have extra significance after CEO Ryan Cohen telegraphed ambitions to use the retailer as a Berkshire-style platform, and was interested in pursuing a very, very, very big acquisition of a larger public consumer company. In recent interviews, Cohen described plans to buy a publicly traded consumer company that is not only significantly larger than GameStop, but also undervalued, high quality, and run by a sleepy management team. Presumably, Cohen would then run his efficiency playbook he used at Chewy and GameStop to unlock earnings and cash flow. Yep, we've already read this before, so I don't know. Of course, any color on deal size, timing, financial mix, and potential targets would be a key swing factor for sentiment. However, GameStop has not held an earnings conference call in over 2 years. Good. I don't want him to hold an earnings conference call. Literally. I mean, I would listen to it, but I don't want information from GameStop. I want GameStop to be as silent as possible so people continue to think it's terrible. GameStop's balance sheet, cash position, and Bitcoin holdings position are also of high interest after Cohen signaled that capital allocation will tilt decisively toward an M&A strategy. Notably, Cohen has an incentive package that reinforces the bet the company nature of the acquisition strategy, paying out only if GameStop reaches at least $20 billion in market cap and $2 billion in cumulative EBITDA, with full vesting tied to $100 billion market cap and $10 billion in cumulative EBITDA. Oh man, can you imagine $100 billion market cap? Can you imagine? I can see it. Shares of GameStop are up 12.4% on a year-to-date basis. The market cap at the close on Friday was $10.1 billion. Short interest stands on GME at 14.7% of the total float. Options trading implies an 8% share price swing after the earnings report is released on Tuesday. That's not bad. And GameStop is only shorted, I think it's 16% actually, but the warrants are shorted like 8% or something like that. And the bonds are also shorted pretty heavily as well. So the real short interest on GameStop is quite a bit higher if you're factoring in the warrants and the bonds. Let's see. GameStop stock, what to watch ahead of Tuesday's Q4 earnings report. GameStop's Q4 2025 financial results arrive March 24th, with Wall Street projecting 0.37 earnings per share and $1.47 billion in revenue. Ryan Cohen has publicly outlined his vision to leverage GameStop as an acquisition vehicle, targeting a major undervalued consumer company. Cohen's compensation structure requires GameStop to achieve a minimum $20 billion market cap and $2 billion in total EBITDA before any payouts occur. The retailer closed Q3 with $8.8 billion in cash reserves and maintains approximately $519 worth of Bitcoin in its treasury holdings. It's actually probably a lot lower at this point. Market expectations suggest an approximately 8% stock price movement following the earnings announcement. GameStop hasn't conducted an earnings conference call in more than 2 years, yet when the company releases its Q4 2025 financial data on March 24th, both institutional investors and individual traders will be paying close attention, and not just because of quarterly performance metrics. You think people are going to be paying close attention? Because I don't. I don't think anyone pays close attention. Wall Street consensus points to earnings of 0.37 per share, representing growth from 0.3 reported in the prior year period. Revenue projections show a 15% year-over-year increase to $1.47 billion. While these figures are important, the more compelling narrative centers on CEO Ryan Cohen's next strategic move. Oh, interesting. I didn't know the revenue projections were up. A lot of people were saying that they're going to be down. So kind of interesting seeing this article saying that the revenue is going to be up. Very interesting. It just goes to show that nobody knows what's happening. Nobody knows what they're talking about. They're just reporting. Cohen has been remarkably transparent regarding his vision. Has he? I don't think Cohen's been transparent at all. The dude hasn't talked for like 6 years and he's like, oh, we're going to come out with this acquisition. And then it's just silence. I don't think he's been very transparent, but that's fine. He aims to transform GameStop into an acquisition platform designed to purchase a publicly listed consumer-focused business that surpasses GME in size, trades below intrinsic value, and operates under what he characterized as complacent leadership. His model references Berkshire Hathaway, a holding company philosophy centered on acquiring and retaining high-quality businesses. This isn't merely aspirational rhetoric. Cohen's personal compensation directly reflects this strategic direction. His incentive arrangement only delivers value once GameStop achieves both a $20 billion market capitalization threshold and generates $2 billion in total EBITDA. Complete vesting demands an even more ambitious $100 billion market cap alongside $10 billion in cumulative EBITDA. These benchmarks suggest the merger and acquisition strategy represents a high-stakes commitment rather than casual exploration. Financial strength enables strategic flexibility. GameStop's balance sheet provides Cohen with substantial resources to execute his acquisition vision. The company concluded Q3 holding $8.8 billion in cash and marketable securities, representing a significant jump from the $4.6 billion reported 12 months prior. Additionally, the company maintains roughly $519 million in Bitcoin holdings as part of its treasury management approach, a decision that generated considerable discussion upon its initial disclosure. I mean, I didn't like Bitcoin, but it's also going to be down. I don't know why both of those articles said 519 million. It's going to be down. Bitcoin is down a lot. During Q3, adjusted earnings per share reached 0.24, surpassing analyst expectations of 0.18. Revenue declined 4.6% year over year to 821 million, falling short of projections as the gaming sector continues its transition towards digital distribution channels. Despite top-line challenges, the strengthened balance sheet represented a positive development. Gme shares have climbed approximately 12% year to date, entering the earnings announcement. Market capitalization stood near 10.1 billion at the end of Friday's trading session. Short interest represents 14.7% of available shares, indicating continued skepticism from certain market participants. Yeah, you continue to be skeptical. I like that people are skeptical. Keeps my share price low so I can keep buying. Retail transformation and vintage gaming focus. Operationally, GameStop continues restructuring its physical store presence. The company has intensified its store closure program to reduce expenses, simultaneously emphasizing e-commerce growth and higher margin collectible merchandise. In a strategy that leverages consumer nostalgia, GameStop officially designated the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii U as, quote, retro consoles during March. That was like a week ago. The company simultaneously launched a new trade-in program, accepting non-functional retro gaming hardware, a pragmatic approach to an inventory building, while capitalizing on expanding demand for classic gaming equipment. Well, they must have a way to fix them, so that's awesome. Options market activity suggests traders anticipate stock movement of approximately 7.98% in either direction following the earnings release. This volatility expectation sits modestly below GME's three-quarter average post-earnings movement of 10.4%, potentially indicating this particular report may generate less dramatic price action than previous quarters. Short interest currently represents 14.7% of the float. Okay. Just repeating the same stuff we've read a million times. Not surprising. GameStop will report Q4 earnings tomorrow. What to expect from the meme stock? Is it a meme stock? Can't really take anyone seriously who uses that term. Video game retailer GameStop is expected to report its fourth quarter 2025 results on Tuesday, March 24th. The meme stock has gained about 12% year to date, driven by renewed retail investor interest and optimism around CEO Ryan Cohen's plan to shift towards higher margin e-commerce and collectibles. I thought for sure she was going to say the acquisition, but at least she gets it. Wall Street analysts forecast earnings of 0.37 per share, up from 0.3 a year ago, while revenue is expected to rise 15% year over year to 1.47 billion. In mid-March, GameStop stepped up its shift from traditional retail stores. The company is speeding up store closures to cut costs and focus more on e-commerce and higher margin collectibles. This move shows its push to run a leaner and more online-focused business. At the same time, GameStop is leaning into the growing demand for older gaming products. On March 17th, it labeled the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii U as, quote, retro consoles. The company has also introduced a new trade-in policy that accepts even non-working retro consoles. This should help build inventory and tap into demand for vintage gaming items. Are all these articles just AI, and this is just what the AI is, like, spitting out? Or do they just see a Seeking Alpha article come out and then they just spit everything that's in that article? Like, I'm just so confused why all these articles are literally the exact same. GameStop's Q3 shows profit beat despite sales pressure. In the last reported quarter, GameStop posted adjusted EPS of 0.24, beating Wall Street's estimate of 0.18. However, revenue fell 4.6% year over year to $821 million. missing expectations as the industry continues to shift towards digital sales. Despite the weak sales, GameStop's balance sheet remains strong. The company ended the quarter with $8.8 billion in cash and marketable securities, up sharply from $4.6 billion a year ago. It also held Bitcoin worth about $519 million, maintaining its position as part of its treasury strategy. Dude, it's literally the same article we just read. It's actually insane. We can see option traders are expecting from the stock immediately after its earnings report. The expected earnings move is determined by calculating the at-the-money straddle of the options closest to expiration after the earnings announcement. If this sounds complicated, don't worry, the option tool does this for you. It's not. You literally just add the at-the-money put and the at-the-money call together, and there's your earnings move. It's not complicated. You don't need a tip ranks tool to figure that out. Anyone who knows anything about options should already know that. Indeed, it currently says that option traders are expecting a 7.98% move in either direction in GME stock following its Q4 2025 earnings. This implied move is lower than the stock's average post-earnings move of 10.4% over the past 3 quarters. Okay. AI analyst is cautious on GME stock ahead of Q4. Oh, an AI analyst. Thank goodness. That's what we need. We need AI to tell us everything because we can't think for ourselves anymore. Interestingly, ahead of the results, TipRank's AI analyst maintained a neutral rating on the stock with a price target of $25 per share. Oh, wow. The AI price target, $25 per share? That's actually interesting. The price target suggests about 10.77% upside from current levels. According to TipRank's AI stock analysis, GameStop stock scores 62 out of 100. The model highlights improving profitability, stronger cash flow, and a healthier balance sheet as positives but weak technical trends and valuation concerns keep the outlook cautious. Interesting. The AI thinks GameStop's worth $25, huh? That's actually pretty interesting. Because I think, like, the other analysts have like a $12 stock price or something like that for their price target. So kind of interesting that AI thinks it's $25. All right. GameStop eyes major acquisition amid earnings anticipation. GameStop GME is focusing on strategic transformation under CEO Ryan Cohen with potential acquisition plans. The company has shown a 4.5% revenue decline, but achieved operating income profit in the last quarter. GameStop shares have increased by 12.4% year to date, reflecting investor interest in its strategic direction. GameStop is set to announce its fourth quarter earnings on March 24th, with significant attention on CEO Ryan Cohen's strategic plans. The company, which experienced a 4.5% revenue drop but achieved operating income profit in the previous quarter, could pivot towards a major acquisition. I mean, my attention is not on the strategic plans. I'm just interested in how much they made this year and a few other things. The acquisition, to me, isn't that interesting. But I'm sure a lot of people find it interesting. I also don't think they're going to announce it on earnings. It probably won't be announced until later this year, I would assume. Cohen aims to transform GameStop into a platform akin to Berkshire Hathaway, targeting a larger, undervalued consumer company. Investors are keen on potential acquisition details, especially given Cohen's incentive plan linked to substantial market cap and EBITDA goals. GameStop shares have risen 12.4% year to date with a market cap of $10.1 billion. GameStop Corp is a U.S. multi-channel video game, consumer electronics, and service retailer. The company operates across Europe, Canada, Australia, and the United States. It sells new and secondhand video game hardware, physical and digital video game software, and video game accessories, mainly through GameStop, EB Games, and Micromania stores, and international e-commerce sites. Didn't they sell EB Games and Micromania? I don't even think those are a thing anymore. The majority of sales are from the United States. The company categorizes its products in 3 categories: hardware and accessories, software, and collectibles. The company generates the majority of its revenue from the sale of hardware and accessory products. Financial health analysis. GameStop's financial health presents a mixed picture. The company reported a 3-year revenue growth decline of 22.4%, indicating challenges in maintaining sales momentum. However, the company has managed to achieve a positive operating margin of 5.83%, suggesting improved operational efficiency. On the balance sheet front, GameStop exhibits strong liquidity with a current ratio of 10.39 and a quick ratio of 9.77, indicating a robust ability to cover short-term liabilities. The debt-to-equity ratio stands at 0.83, reflecting a balanced approach to leveraging debt. I mean, the only debt they have are from the bonds, and those are 0% interest, so basically free money. Like, I don't even think the debt really matters, because they have no debt besides the bonds. However, the Altman Z-score of 2.66 places the company in the gray area, suggesting some financial stress. I feel like all these articles just like have some stupid thing that they just made up and they typed it into the AI and then they're just like, yep, that's what it is. The Altman Z-score. The tip ranks AI score. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You can use your brain. You don't have to use AI for everything. It's not that hard. Insider activity shows a positive trend with 4 insider buying transactions over the past 3 months, totaling 1,029 shares, which may indicate confidence in the company's future prospects. Oh yeah, did you guys see this morning that GameStop dropped to like 2120, which is, you know, that key level we've been talking about for literally like a year at this point, and immediately bounced back up? It'd be kind of interesting if you got another insider buy there or something, potentially. Probably not, but either way, that's been a key level for a really long time. Valuation and market sentiment. GameStop's valuation metrics reveal a nuanced picture. The company trades at a P ratio of 27.52, which is relatively high compared to its historic medium of 30.27. Wait, how's that high if the median was 30.27? And if the median was 30.27 when GameStop was a trash company, and it's 27.52 now that it's a good company, how is that relatively high? That literally doesn't make any sense, but okay. The PS ratio is 3.01, while the PB ratio is 1.91. Suggesting that the stock may be overvalued based on book value. What stock isn't overvalued? Literally. What good, quality, profitable business isn't overvalued compared to book value? Technical indicators such as the RSI of 37.53 suggest that the stock is approaching oversold territory, which could indicate potential buying opportunities. Institutional ownership stands at 35.25%, with insider ownership at 10.74%, reflecting a moderate level of confidence from major stakeholders. Isn't the DRS like 25% too? The direct registered shares? Risk assessment. GameStop's financial health grades indicate a stable position, with a beanish M score of negative 2.22. Like, where did he get these from? The beanish M score. Yeah, I'm gonna make my investment decisions off of the beanish M score or the Altman Z score. Yeah, that's what I make my financial decisions off of, or these stupid scores that these people just make up. Suggesting the company is unlikely to be a manipulator. What does that even mean? This is a terrible article. The interest coverage is comfortably high, ensuring that the company can meet its debt obligations. They lost me here. This whole paragraph here is like completely insane. Sector-specific risks include the cyclical nature of the retail industry, which can lead to volatility in sales and profitability. The company's beta of 2.21 indicates higher volatility compared to the market, which could lead to significant price swings. Overall, while GameStop faces challenges in revenue growth and financial stress, Its strategic initiatives and operational improvements provide a foundation for potential future success. Investors should remain cautious of the inherent risks and monitor upcoming strategic developments closely. What risks? Literally. What do I need to be cautious about? Well, I don't know, bro. I don't need to be cautious about anything, literally. GameStop Q4 earnings on deck. Options market braces for a 7.98% swing. GameStop stock is up about 13% this year ahead of its March 24th earnings report. Investors are watching if Q4 results can confirm the turnaround and support the rally. This is that same person. This is literally the same article I just read a minute ago. Okay, I'm not reading that one. GameStop reports earnings after the bell Tuesday. Here's how much the OG meme stock is expected to move. Yeah, we already know. We've read the we've read it about 4 times now. GameStop is slated to post earnings Tuesday afternoon, with traders anticipating a big swing in its stock following the results. The retailer's stock has rallied this year after some encouraging news, including support from the big short investor Michael Burry. GameStop is scheduled to report earnings after the market closes Tuesday, with traders anticipating a big swing in the video game retailer's stock following the results. Based on current option pricing, GameStop stock is seen moving up to 8% in either direction. By the end of the week following the release, a shift of that size from Friday's close could lift shares above $24 or drag them back below $21, erasing some of their recent gains. Haven't you already moved like close to 8% from where you were at, $24? You're trading at like 23, 22 right now. I think that's close to 8%. So you've technically already done the earnings move to the downside. So I'd actually be pretty surprised if it sold off. But I'm not saying it can. Of course it can sell off, but you've pretty much already done this move. GameStop stock has surged close to 13% since the start of the year, after a string of encouraging news, including an endorsement from the big short investor Michael Burry, and statements from CEO Ryan Cohen suggesting a major deal could come soon. Cohen told CNBC in January that he's looking to make a very, very, very big acquisition of a larger consumer company. Some of GameStop's efforts to redefine its strategy so far have included expanding its collectible business and buying up Bitcoin, as sales from its core business continue to slide and retailers shuttered stores. They bought Bitcoin once. I mean, we'll see if they buy more, but probably not. While the winter holiday quarter tends to be the strongest of the year for many retailers, GameStop could still record another decline in sales for the fourth quarter, as it did in the third quarter and a year ago period. This time last year, GameStop posted adjusted earnings of 30 cents per share on a nearly 30% year-over-year drop in sales to $1.28 billion for the fourth quarter. That's interesting that some of these articles think that they're going to post another decline in sales, and then other articles say it's going to be like the sales are going to be up. Very interesting. Very mixed perception here. Nobody knows what they're talking about. That's why I love this stock, because literally nobody knows what they're talking about. Everyone just like they're just keyboard warriors, or they just let the AI talk for them. Like literally nobody knows what they're talking about when it comes to this. Let's see, didn't we already read this? I feel like we already read this. I'm gonna read this one real quick. GameStop call put ratio 4.4 calls to 1 put into quarter results. GameStop March 27th weekly 23 straddle priced for a move of 8%. Call put ratio 4.4 calls to 1 put into the expected release of quarter results after the bell on March 24th. When was this posted? March 20th? I mean, that makes sense why the stock's been selling off, if that's true. All right. GameStop stock surges 14% ahead of its Q4 earnings, what Wall Street predicts. GameStop's Q4 2025 earnings release is scheduled for March 24th, 2026, before the opening bell. Wall Street consensus calls for earnings per share of 0.37 versus 0.3 last year, and 1.47 billion in revenue, representing 15% year-over-year growth. Yeah, see, another article saying that their revenue is going to be up, but that last article, and I think another article we read, said the revenue is going to be down. So pretty interesting. Shares have gained approximately 14% since the start of the year, currently trading near 23.27 within a 52-week band of 1993 to 3581. The company maintains a strong cash position of 8.8 billion plus Bitcoin assets valued at roughly 519 million. Recent insider transactions show net purchases of 517,000 shares over 3 months. Consensus analyst sentiment leans towards reduce with a price objective of 13.5. Okay. Okay. 13. I mean, that's book value, but okay. GameStop enters its upcoming quarterly report with notable momentum. Shares have climbed roughly 14% year to date, driven by fresh retail investor interest and growing confidence in CEO Ryan Cohen's transformation plan. The company will release its financial results on Tuesday morning. Wait, I thought it was night. I don't think it's Tuesday morning. I'm pretty sure they're releasing them after the bell. Followed by a conference call scheduled for 4 p.m. Eastern time. They're also not doing a conference call, so I don't Oh, these articles, bro. These articles are so bad. Analysts are projecting earnings per share of 0.37, representing an improvement from 0.3 reported in the comparable period last year. Like, I don't even know if analysts are, like, projecting that, because I can't trust anything these articles are even saying. Revenue expectations stand at 1.47 billion, which would mark a 15% increase compared to the prior year. This would represent a notable improvement from the third quarter, when GameStop delivered adjusted EPS of 0.24, surpassing the 0.18 forecast, though revenue declined 4.6% year over year to 821 million. The revenue shortfall highlighted persistent challenges as the gaming industry continues its migration towards digital distribution. Now, the revenue was going down because they closed a bunch of stores, so, I mean, man, it's crazy how little people know. Shares currently hover around 23.27, trading within a 12-month range spanning 1993 to 35.81. Like, how much they get wrong with GameStop? I wonder, like, what other stocks out there they just report complete bullshit about, and people are just like, yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it, man. Yep. The 50-day moving average rests at 23.34, while the 200-day average sits at 23.11. The company carries a market capitalization of 10.43 billion, with a price to earnings ratio of 28.38, and volatility indicated by a beta of 2.12. Critical factors investors are monitoring. I'm not monitoring anything. I'm just, how do I get more money to buy more? That's what I'm monitoring. 3 key elements dominate investor attention leading into Tuesday's announcement. First, any developments regarding GameStop's Bitcoin treasury initiative, specifically acquisition volume and its implications for corporate valuation. I mean, that is something I guess I am looking for. I do want to see if they buy more Bitcoin. I don't think they will, but Bitcoin's down, so, you know, they should. If they're not going to sell it, they should be buying Bitcoin. Second, whether the retailer can demonstrate genuine revenue expansion following recent top-line contraction. Third, any guidance from Cohen regarding capital deployment priorities, including potential merger and acquisition activity. GameStop's financial position remains remarkably strong. The business concluded Q3 holding 8.8 billion in cash and marketable securities, nearly doubling the 4.6 billion balance from 12 months prior. Additionally, the company maintained Bitcoin holdings valued at approximately 519 million, a strategic component of its treasury management approach. Liquidity metrics are exceptional, with a quick ratio of 9.77 and a current ratio of 10.39. demonstrating a company that maintains robust financial health despite revenue headwinds. Wall Street and insider activity shows divergent views. From the analyst community, sentiment remains guarded. Weiss Ratings elevated GME from sell D+ to hold C- in February. However, the broader market beat consensus maintains a reduced rating, accompanied by a 13.5 price target, significantly below current market levels. Insider transactions paint a contrasting narrative. During the previous 90-day period, corporate insiders executed net purchases totaling 517,000 shares, valued at approximately $10.9 million. Board member Lawrence Chang acquired 5,000 shares at $22.87 in January. Meanwhile, General Counsel Mark Robinson divested 12,200 shares at $21 during the same time frame, trimming his stake by 10.4%. Institutional investors control 29.21% of outstanding shares. Multiple asset managers, including Panagora Asset Management and UMB Bank, incrementally expanded their holdings during the third and fourth quarter. Oh, there's way more than that. But there's also some institutions that have trimmed their positions or completely sold out of their positions. You can go on Whale Wisdom to see all that stuff. GME concluded Q4 2025 with Bitcoin assets totaling approximately $519 million, and market participants will scrutinize March 24th's release to determine whether financial performance justifies the year-to-date stock appreciation. Oh boy. Oh boy. Is that how people make their decisions, is based off of one earnings report? Is that how people make their investment decisions? Just one little earnings report changes it all? Okay. 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 Let's see. What did I miss in the chat here? Not much. What's up, Kev? Nostalgia's back on the menu. People want their Pokemon and their Guitar Hero, and GTA hasn't come out with a game in long enough. It's considered a retro game. That's a good point. I forgot Grand Theft Auto came out for PS3. I always forget that. Cohen didn't say anything for 5 years, then started shouting about hundreds of billions of dollars, and I ain't seen him since. Yeah, very transparent, huh? So transparent. Articles are worthless at this point. Dead internet, inbound, bot takeover. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple things that were kind of interesting, but overall, just a, echo chamber. Articles are trying to keep the stock down. I would never relate articles or news to anything to stock price action ever. What's up, Jeff Jolly? I'm beanish on this quarter's earnings. Beanish? Beanish? AI lifting the veil. There never was any analysts. Good. I'm the only analyst. I'm the only real analyst. I'm the only one who's going to read the whole earnings report and make a video about it, most likely. I actually do think there's one other channel that does that. I forget which one it is, but there's another guy who reports a lot. But all his views are botted, so. Well, that's lame. It's only 12, and there's nothing else to talk about. That sucks. Let's eat beans, baked potatoes, and jalapenos. That sounds delicious. That sounds amazing. All I eat is beans and cornbread. Beans and cornbread. That's all I be eating is beans and cornbread. I love beans and cornbread. That's all I eat is beans and cornbread. Those videos are doing all right. The Skittles one is surprisingly doing okay. I didn't even think the Skittles one would get views straight up, just because it's like such a short video, and I don't know. I just didn't think it would get any views, to be fair. So what is a 8% decline from here? $23 times 8%, 1.84, so 23 minus $2 basically. So around $21 to the downside is potentially where it'll go, but it's already sold off in the past few days. I mean, if you're counting the past month, you were trading at $24 pretty consistently for quite a while, almost a full month. So $24 to 3, what's that? So that's I think that's 5%, right? 24 times 5%, 1.2, yeah, about 4 or 5%. So you've already sold off 4 or 5%. AA Ron, what's up, AA Ron? How you been, bro? Feel like I haven't seen your name in here in a while. I hope you're doing good. Same with Jeff Jolly. I haven't seen Jeff Jolly in here in a while, I don't think. Crack the windows. You putting the farm on it again? Oh, the farm's been on GameStop. All the other videos are just jokes, but this is actually like I have so much fucking money in this stock, bro. It's actually a joke. P, what's up, P? How you been, bro? How you been, bro? Never seen so many articles about one stock. You should have seen all the articles when they announced that the PS3 was a retro console. There's like 100 articles. That's why I never covered it, because yeah, there's a fuck ton of articles about that. It's crazy. There's more articles too. Maybe I'll give it some time. Maybe I'll add a few more articles to that stream clip. It's already 34 minutes long, but we might as well get as many articles as we can in there. I don't know what the hell we're gonna do for the next like hour or two though. Nothing to talk about. Oh yeah, someone was talking about I forget who it was, but somebody in the chat was talking about how they thought the Bitcoin holdings would reduce their net income. But there's actually I don't know if this is legit or not, because I really don't want to go seek it out myself, so I'll take Reddit's word for it for once. But there was this non-GAAP, I mean, I guess I could just look this up actually, non-GAAP measures and other metrics. I'll just look it up because I can't trust Reddit for shit. So if you go to their last earnings report, where is it? Gamma. Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? There we go. Let's see. So where is it? Yeah, see, that's why I can't trust that's why I can't trust Reddit, because I don't even know where they got that from. It's not even in the earnings report. Maybe it's in the 10K? It's got to be in the 10K. Can never trust Reddit, bro. You can never trust Reddit. You can trust Reddit to be inaccurate and terrible. But let's see. Maybe it's in the 10K. Yeah, it's not even here either. Can't trust fucking Reddit for shit, bro. Try this. Non-gap. Yeah, I don't know where the hell they got that from, but whatever. If you want to take Reddit's word for it, adjusted SG&A expenses, adjusted operating loss, adjusted net income loss per share, and adjusted EBITDA exclude the effects of items such as certain transformation costs, asset impairments, unrealized gain/loss on digital assets. So, if you want to take Reddit's word for it, which I have no clue where they even got this from because I can't find it in the earnings report, so I don't know where they got this from, but if this is an accurate thing, then the Bitcoin doesn't matter. And also they could be leaving out certain things, you know, certain transformation costs, asset impairments, like they could be leaving out stuff that could potentially, the company could be more profitable than they're actually reporting, and it could be a larger company than they're actually reporting. But I don't know where they got this from, so, you know, can't really put much weight on it. Can't really put much weight on anything that Reddit posts, but kind of interesting if it's actually real. Yeah, there's just nothing. Nothing here. Nothing there. I don't know. Should just ask Grok to write it. Here, let's see here. Let's do a little I want to do something funny here. Let's see, ask anything. Write me an article summarizing GameStop's upcoming earnings report and give details about what GameStop has done in the past to get to where they are today. Let's see what this trash spits out. Let's see what this trash spits out. It's literally the same thing. It's literally the same thing as all the shit we just read, bro. EPS 0.37, forecast for revenue 1.4 to 1.5. Okay, it's not exactly the same. Option market suggests 8%. Declining core sales, traditional retail business shrinking due to digital downloads. Yep, that was in all those articles we read. Company has recently posted better earnings despite falling revenue. That's what we read. Strong balance sheet. It's got the cash wrong. Includes collectibles, digital assets, alternate investments like Bitcoin. This earnings report is less about short-term performance and more about whether GameStop's transformation strategy is working. How GameStop got here. Digital disruption. Yeah, pretty much. I think it's safe to say that a lot of those articles were AI, potentially. Polymarket is 64%. GameStop beats earnings. They have a Polymarket bet for that. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, bro. I should get a Polymarket bet on here. Like, will I take a shit in the morning? It's actually down. Yo, that's actually interesting. Look at that shit. That's actually so interesting. If you compare this to the stock, holy shit, that's actually crazy. Let's split screen this. This is actually kind of nuts. It's like the poly market is controlling the fucking stock, like straight up. Or vice versa. Either the stock's controlling the poly market or the poly market's controlling the stock. This is actually insane. Go to GME. Assuming TradingView will show the drop in the morning. And it doesn't even show it. I mean, it does, but the stock went all the way down to 21.20, so... Wait. That was the 21st. So this doesn't even show the drop. Here, let me open a actual account here. Oh, this was just made today? Oh no, it's been around. Okay. So for a long time, every time the stock is dropped, this goes down. Like why would the stock dropping have anything to do with this bet? Like straight up, why would the stock dropping? What would the stock dropping have anything to do with this bet? That's fucking weird, bro. That's fucking weird. $8 a.m. Where's 8 a.m.? Oh, the time on this is whack. Maybe not. Maybe not. I was wondering if this little drop here in the morning, or I guess at midnight, had any effect on this, but it doesn't look like it. But the odds dropped because of the stock being down, potentially. I don't know, that's weird. That's very weird. Very weird. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Pretty interesting, though. Pretty interesting. What now? What now? Pretty much covered everything, so I have no clue where we go from here. I should have left my stock account open. Oh well. Where do we go from here, chat? Where do we go from here? I would watch like other people's GameStop videos, but I honestly just don't trust any of those people to not flag my channel. So we can't do that, unfortunately. If I thought they wouldn't flag my channel, I would definitely watch their videos and make fun of them, but I know for a fact they would flag my channel. They're just waiting for the day I'd review something they post. Oh, man. IV on option chain is starting to gain, definitely selling before close tomorrow and just seeing the outcome. No GameStop shares yet, but it might change after earnings results tomorrow. Boring. Why are you such a paper hands, bro? Your little origami hands, bro. I mean, good for you, bro. Take your profits, you do your thing, but I ain't ever fucking selling. I ain't got no origami hands, bro. I don't got no paper swan hands. I'm holding forever, bro. I don't need no earnings result to comfort me. That's crazy. That's crazy. Just not a real GameStop investor is all I read from that. You're just a trader who thinks they can predict the market. And if it goes down, great. I mean, good for you, but I don't care. I literally don't care that if the stock goes up or down. I'll continue to buy at whatever price. Hey, Bermudas, thank you for changing your name, bro. Thank you for changing your name. God bless you, bro. I didn't ban you. I didn't ban you. But you gotta change the name on that other account. Can't be having none of that. Can't be having none of that, bro. Changed the name and came back good person. Yeah, I'm actually surprised. Most people would just get mad about that. Most people just get upset when I call them out. So, shout out to that guy. And he's got a funny comment. This guy's got paper hands. That shit's funny. Indeed he does. Indeed he does. It's interesting seeing someone who's not a GameStop investor type in the chat, though. It's interesting seeing the perspective of someone who isn't a real investor, you know? They're worried about the IV on the option chain starting to gain. Like, that's okay. Like, okay. Like, why does that matter? I don't know. I don't know why that matters. And what, you're just gonna, if the stock goes up, you're just gonna buy it at a higher price? Like, I don't really understand that. New to the stocks this year. What's the deal with stocks like GameStop? It's just a long-term investment, my friend. It's an investment for the next 50 to 100 years, potentially. So you don't have to waste your time trading and losing all your money gambling. You can just put your money in a solid investment and then go create a business or go work more hours or something and not have to worry about the daily stock price movement and whether the IV on the option chain is going up or down, like, or what the earnings results are. Like, when you're an investor in something you truly believe in for the next few decades, none of that stuff matters, bro. None of that stuff, literally none of that stuff matters. If GameStop is truly going to become a multi-$100 billion market cap company, I don't care what the price is. I don't care if the stock goes down. I don't care if the stock goes up. I'm going to be a multi-millionaire if that is a correct thesis. So, that's all that matters, really. And I don't have to waste my time trading, which is awesome, because trading is kind of whack. I mean, it's literally just gambling, honestly. So, like, it's not even really worth your time. You can go to the casino to gamble. Although, trading is, you can put probabilities in your favor with trading, and it's a lot easier to be profitable trading if you actually know what you're doing, but I'm not interested in day trading and paying taxes. I'm interested in becoming a multi-millionaire tax-free by holding an investment for the rest of my life. And there's a bunch of videos on the channel if you want to get more of the story, watch the videos on the channel. If you really just want to watch one or maybe two, whoops. If you want to watch a quick one or two, watch Which one is it? This one, the only GME Gamestop stock video you need to watch. And then watch these ones. The CEO Ryan Cohen interview with Wall Street Journal and CNBC. Watch those two. Those are literally the only 3 videos you need to watch, and you know, you'll get it. You'll get the story. But I have all these videos on my channel. But what it comes down to is just having an investment you can continue to buy and hold for the rest of your life and not have to sell and not have to pay taxes. Like, that's really what it's all about. And if the stock drops and goes down 50%, I mean, that sucks, but whatever. Honestly, who cares? Like, you know, this is a, you know, some people like day trading and making $50 to $100 and they're happy with that, but I'm not. I'm trying to make millions, so day trading isn't interesting to me. Making small little day trades isn't interesting. I'm trying to bet huge on one thing, and if it works out, great. If it doesn't, is what it is. Big learning curve on almost every single stock. My friend sent me here to learn about GameStop, but it's been very frustrating when all I see is, quote, diamond hands. I'll check the channel out. I mean, it is about having diamond hands, because if the stock is down a fuck ton, you have to have diamond hands to not sell. Like, you gotta believe in your investment. If you don't believe in your investment, you're gonna sell the second it goes down. So there is some validity to diamond hands, but I agree with you. A lot of the information out there is garbage, bro. A lot of the people who talk about GameStop, a majority of the articles are pure trash. So there is a big learning curve when it comes to a lot of stocks, but especially GameStop, because there's just a lot of false information put out there. And a lot of people just have a lot of people who are in GameStop aren't real stock traders. They're not real investors. They're just people who got into the stock market because GameStop squeezed in 2020 or 2021. Like, those people aren't real investors. They're not real traders. So they have no clue what they're talking about. So it is hard to find good information about GameStop, but yeah, I mean, just check out those couple videos I showed you and you'll get the idea. But as far as learning curve on every single stock, basically every stock is the same if you're just trading. When it comes to investing, it's a little bit of a different approach, I would say. But when you're just trading, most stocks are about the same. Support and resistance. There's certain trading strategies you can do to put probabilities in your favor. Risk to reward. A lot of trading is pretty. What's the word I'm looking for here? It's pretty simple. I would say it's simple, but people try to make it seem difficult. My friend, I think that's funny. My friend sent me here to learn about GameStop. That's interesting. Well, at least you got sent to the right place. There's a lot of other channels he could have sent you to that probably weren't the best, but hopefully, good luck on your journey, bro. That's awesome that you're new to stocks and you're finding this investment so early. Like I said, I don't know if this is gonna work out. Like, I have a lot of money in this stock and I think it's gonna work out, but it could sell off. It could go to the teens. It could drop 20, 30, 50%. Like, I'll never say that can't happen, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, the pay package is kind of guidance in ways. In ways, it is guidance. But I'll still never say the stock can't go down. Even though I don't think it's going to happen, I'll never say it can't. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. But if it doesn't, I mean, God is good. If it doesn't go down, God is good. Man. Too bad they're not reporting today. Too bad they're not reporting today. How'd that Skittles video do? Yeah, it's not doing great. It's not doing great. Nobody likes it. Nobody comments. I guess it's not doing that bad. If anyone here actually watches my videos, please leave a like and a comment on the videos, because for some reason I get like hundreds of views and nobody comments and nobody likes the videos. So if you guys actually watch these, leave a comment or something. Like, it's kind of whack. It just makes me think that it's just a bunch of bots viewing it, but if you actually watch these, engage with the videos. What's up, Snakes? Hope you're doing good, Snakes. I watched your 17 min this morning. That one's doing pretty well. Didn't comment though. Yeah, you're good, bro. You're good. It just I don't know if commenting helps. I don't know. It just like, I don't know. It's just weird that, you know, a video gets like 500 views and like 0 comments. Most of the comments I get are negative, so I just end up deleting them. So, you know, that's part of it, but it is weird. It is weird that a video gets that many views and like 10 likes, but no comments, you know? It's fucking weird. My friend turned 10K into like 400K from the option thing because some guy named Kitty popped up out of nowhere. You be honest with me, and people really make that much money like that? Insane. I mean, that was a one-time event. If he actually bet that on the squeeze back in 2021, I mean, I guess it's possible. But options are just gambling, bro. Options are just gambling. And I would never relate price action to Roaring Kitty. The stock was the most shorted stock in the world, and it got up to 300% short interest or something like that. And it went from you know, $5-10 to 200 or whatever it went to, 300. I can't even remember. Or was it 400? I think it was 400. So, you know, maybe he did make that much money, but it's probably never going to happen again. And to try to time that is pretty insane. And also, I would never believe that guy unless he showed me the 400K in his account. I would never believe someone who told me that. Straight up. I would never believe anyone who even says something like that. Unless they can show me the money in their account, I would never even believe them. But the thing with options is you have to time the market, and you know, maybe he did, but he just got lucky. He just got lucky because you know, options expire. Buying shares, they never expire. Went back and left a comment. Nice. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Just buy shares anywhere from 2023 and forget about it. Yeah, I mean, that's the best way. You don't have to waste your time trying to time the market. I would say a majority of people who have traded options on GameStop the past year and a half have only lost money. Unless they were day trading. Anyone who's been buying options on this stock has only lost money. Never bought an option, never will. I used to trade options a lot when I first started trading, but it's just a losing game, you know? You pay a premium when you buy the options. They lose value every single day. So even if you're a day trader, like, trading options is actually stupid, because the point of trading is to put probabilities in your favor and to have the odds in your favor. But the second you buy an option, the odds aren't in your favor. You know, I'm not saying you can't make money with options. Of course you can, but if you want odds in your favor, trading shares is the way to go. And if you make 1,000% on $100 option, you know, you could just put $10,000 in that same thing, and you only have to make 10% to make that same $1,000. So it's like, and it's pretty unrealistic to hit 1,000% on an option, but hitting 10% on a share trade is pretty likely. Good luck day trading if you work a day job. Yeah, facts. You know, I'll never say it can't be done. I mean, day trading, yeah, that's going to be tough, but you could swing trade for sure. But realistically, like, why do you even want to, like, care about the market? You know, I've spent the past 7-8 years of my life obsessing over the market, watching it all day, every day, no life, and just always thinking about it. Like, why do you want to live that life? Like, I've lived that life, and I know I don't want to live that life anymore. Like, I don't give a shit what the market's doing. So it's also a beautiful thing that you can just buy something that potentially will grow over the next few decades and literally not care about the market. Like, that is a beautiful thing. Not thinking about the market all day, every day is such a blessing, bro. After doing it for like 7 years straight. Sorry to comment a lot. I'm just intrigued with all this. GameStop showing extremely good structure. My friend never sold his options and went broke soon after, but he did say he made it up there. I would never believe that kid, bro. Your friend is full of shit. Your friend's full of fucking shit, bro. I'm sorry to say. Your friend is full of shit. He was up 400K and didn't even come out with 6 figures. He's full of shit, bro. He's lying. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I wouldn't believe that kid. I don't believe that kid, bro. I don't believe that kid. There's no way you're not up. There's no way you're up 400K and not taking at least some profit. There's just no chance. No chance. I mean, I do believe people are that dumb. I do believe people are that dumb, but I would never believe anything that kid says. Personally, I wouldn't. Unless, you know, they have P&Ls on trading accounts. He could show you the trade. He could show you when he bought the position, if he's telling the truth. But I don't believe that kid. And you're good, bro. You're good. I don't believe seems irresponsible. I mean, a lot of people were irresponsible during that time, but I just don't believe someone being up 400K on options and not taking like any profit. I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. But yeah, I mean, you just got to make GameStop is interesting, but you just got to make the decision for yourself, my friend. You can't have other people like make your investment and your money decisions for you, you know? It's just you got to do it for yourself, you know? If you believe and you're okay if the stock sells off, like, you know, that's great, but if you're going to invest in it and then get pissed when the stock goes down, I mean, it might not be for you. Straight up. Like, you got to truly make the decision for yourself. Nobody else can make the decision for you. You know, you can seek out all the information you want and whatever, but like, you know, are you emotionally prepared for a 40-50% drop? Like, you know, I don't know. You know, I don't know. You know, I don't think the stock's going to sell off like that, but what if it does? You know, are you going to be emotionally prepared for that? In any investment, not just GameStop. You know, a lot of us here have sat through 20, 30, 40% drops before. You know, I've personally been up 50, 70,000 on my shares before and watched it all go away. Like, but big difference between shares and options. Big difference. You know, should I have took profits? Of course, but shares don't expire, so it doesn't matter. And also, you know, I'm not aiming to make 50, 70,000. Like, that's great. That's awesome profit, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for millions. So, you know, not going to take 50,000. Not going to take 50,000 profit, unfortunately. I don't even know if I would take six figures, you know. I might turn into your friend. I might be up 400K and it might all go away, like, but it's not options, so. And also, GameStop during that time was a completely different investment than it is now. Completely different investment. Oh, it's almost one. I guess we can see if there's other articles. I know I saw there was a couple, right? Yeah, a couple got released, but I'll wait. I'll wait for a little bit. Oh, what now, chat? What now? Not an hour to market close. There's no earnings. I don't really want to play Rocket League right now. I don't really feel like playing Rocket League. Been playing a lot recently. I wonder where Muma's been. I haven't seen Muma in a while. Last question, I've been repeatedly told to absolutely not touch AMC stock. Is that generally a horrible stock? It's a horrible business. You can't really Doesn't mean the stock can't go up though. I mean, the stock has done nothing but sell off, and I think anyone who's bought AMC in the past few years is down like 90% on their investment. But it's a terrible business. Has nothing to do with the stock, honestly. The stock could go up, you know. Terrible businesses stocks go up all the time. But it's a terrible business. What's up, Battle Rat? How you been, bro? I think a lot of people try to put like stocks and business in the same picture, but like stocks and business aren't really. I mean, they are correlated in a lot of ways, but in a lot of ways they aren't. You know, I've seen couple $100 billion asset companies trading at 5-10 billion, or couple $100 million companies trading at 5-10 billion market cap. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense, you know? So it just depends on your goals, I guess. If you're just trying to trade, like, you know, sure, you can make money on a terrible business buying their stock or shorting their stock. But I think investing and trading are completely, they're sort of the same, but they're also different. So, you know, when I'm buying GameStop, I'm not buying GameStop stock. I'm buying GameStop, the business. You know, I want to be a shareholder of GameStop's business. And, you know, the stock's interesting too. You know, the stock squoze multiple times. Literally, you know, 2021, it went from $5 to 400 or whatever. And then about a year and a half ago, it went from $12 to like 60, 80. Like, so, you know, the stock has interesting mechanics as well, but, you know, I'm buying GameStop's business. I'm not buying, you know, I am buying GameStop stock, but I'm buying into the business story. I'm not buying into the stock story. I don't really care what GameStop stock has done. I'm curious what the business is going to do in the future, and is the stock going to follow what the business is going to do? And we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. The bet is Ryan Cohen and the Chewy Boys. Yep. Pretty much. Pretty much. And will Wall Street, you know, will Wall Street adapt to the story and bid the stock up? Not only is it a bet on Ryan Cohen and Chewy, it's also a bet on Wall Street flipping their perspective, because a lot of people, a lot of people, are super negative about GameStop. I mean, take it from me, I get shit on all the time for talking about GameStop. So, you know, when that perspective changes, when people finally view GameStop as a positive thing, you know, that's going to be interesting. That's going to be interesting. Carvana is a trash company with good stock price, from sub $10 to above 300 in my opinion. Now Wall Street loves Carvana. Exactly. But Carvana has changed their business a lot. Carvana is not, you know, if you go and look at Carvana's fundamentals, they are now profitable and they're not that bad now, but the stock price is probably overvalued compared to the business, potentially. So, yeah, you get it. But and there's also, you know, good businesses that are overvalued. That's why you're seeing a lot of these AI companies sell off, because, you know, some of those businesses are really good, but the stock price got overvalued from the hype of AI, and now, you know, reality is starting to hit, and you're seeing the stocks potentially go back to fair value. And, you know, majority of good profitable businesses, their stocks are overvalued compared to the fundamentals because, you know, the stock market's pricing in the future. So there's also that aspect. They didn't like when Ryan kicked private equity off the board. I wasn't in the investment during that time, so I'm not too certain. I'll take your word for it. But I was not in the investment during that time. But also, GameStop was a terrible business when Ryan Cohen first got on the board. It wasn't good. It was losing hundreds of millions. Like, it wasn't good. So, you know, the stock price corrected. But now it's good. It's profitable. It's growing. And people still have a negative view on it. And, you know, we'll see. We'll see what the future looks like. We'll see what the future looks like. We will see. We will see. Is the market still up? Oh, yep, Dow's up 800 points now. Damn, the Russell's up 3%. Damn, bond yields are up quite a bit. Holy. Let's see. Tesla's up. Oil's back down. Damn, oil sold off a lot. Down 10%. I mean, you had a massive move on oil, though. Pretty massive move on oil. That's crazy that the Russell's up that much, because commodities aren't really up that much today. So it's actually interesting that the Russell's up that much. Normally the Russell was up that much because gold and silver were squeezing, but not, I mean, they're only up, silver's only up like 3%. Copper's up a little bit too, but like the Russell shouldn't be up 3% because of that, I don't think. New investor standpoint, I'm positive on GameStop because of the Switch console sales, and I think I see when a new gens come out, GME goes up. I mean, it has positive effects on the earnings, but that's just a small piece, my friend. Video games are a small piece. They're sitting on 9-10 billion in cash that's making I don't know exactly how much. 10 billion times 3.5%, you know, $350 million a year just from holding cash. The business is as a whole is profitable, you know. Switch is just a small thing. And console releases are huge for GameStop, but that's just a small piece of the story, my friend. That's just a small piece. And you know, the Bitcoin, I'm not a huge fan of crypto. I don't like crypto at all. I actually hate crypto, but if Bitcoin ever comes back in favor, you know, that's an interesting piece. Power packs, which the market really doesn't even know about. Majority of the market doesn't even know about power packs. Like, that's really interesting. Collectibles in general, TCG, you know, majority TCG are huge. So there's a lot of pieces of GameStop, like, You know, I understand your perspective as a new investor, but that's just like a tiny little piece, you know? That's what a lot of people see is just Switch console sales. Like a lot of people aren't focused on the bigger picture. They're only focused on like small little things. And also I've been doing this for too long, so I just don't relate like news or anything to stock price action. Like stock price action and things like the Switch coming out, to me that's not correlated. Stock price action and like I was saying earlier, stock price action and business aren't really correlated. They are, but they're not. So I just would never be like, "Oh, Switch console sales, the stock's going up." Like, sure, maybe coincidentally the stock is going up because the Switch came out, but I would never personally I would never be like, "Oh yeah, the stock's going up because the Switch came out." There's got to be a reason, The stock broke out, it bounced off support. There's so many market mechanic things you could look at that probably have more weight than just some like piece of news. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Chat. Oh, chat. Oh, chat. All right. I think read a couple more articles and then get out of here, I guess. Rocket Glizzy's been keeping the stream going, so shout out to him. He's been bringing some good conversation to the chat. So appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. What is this? Oh. Never mind. Let's see. Read all those. So we need this one. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. And maybe this one. This is a weird, like, Arabic article. It's like an Arabic website. Kind of weird. This one's paywalled. That's pretty annoying. It's probably not even good, so I don't know why it's paywalled. The MSN one shouldn't be, though. Yes, sir. I can't believe they paywalled this article. It's like it's like the shortest article ever, and they paywalled it. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. GameStop 2026 deep dive. A retail icon's pivot to a multi-billion-dollar holding. 5 years after the meme stock revolution of 2021 reshaped the financial landscape, GameStop remains one of the most polarizing and scrutinized companies on Wall Street. I agree with that. That's a fact. As of March 23rd, 2026, the company is no longer just a struggling video game retailer. It is transformed into a high-stakes investment vehicle with a multi-billion-dollar war chest. Under the enigmatic leadership of Ryan Cohen, GameStop is attempting a pivot that few brick-and-mortar relics have ever achieved, transitioning from a declining retail footprint into a diversified holding company. With a massive cash pile and a loyal, almost religious retail following, the company stands at a critical juncture as it prepares to report its fiscal year 2025 results. Background: founded in 1984 as Babbage's, GameStop grew through decades of acquisitions, including the high-profile merger with EB Games in 2005. For years, it was the undisputed king of physical game retail, fueled by lucrative circular economy of used game trade-ins. However, the rise of high-speed internet and digital storefronts like Steam and the PlayStation Store began to erode its core business model in the mid-2010s. The company's narrative shifted permanently in 2021 when a massive short squeeze, orchestrated by retail investors on platforms like Reddit, sent the stock to astronomical heights. This David versus Goliath moment provided GameStop with a unique lifeline, the ability to raise billions in capital by selling shares into the volatility. Since then, the story has been one of the most radical cost-cutting store closures and a search for a new identity under activist investor Ryan Cohen. Radical. Interesting term. GameStop's business model in 2026 is a hybrid of legacy retail and modern asset management. Retail operations: the company continues to operate physical stores, though the count has been slashed to fewer than 2,000 locations globally. The focus has shifted from high-volume hardware to high-margin software and accessories. Collectibles: this is the company's primary growth engine. By late 2025, collectibles, trading cards, apparel, and toys, accounted for over 31% of total net sales. GameStop has positioned itself as a premier destination for hobbyists and blind box enthusiasts. Investment platform: in a move reminiscent of Berkshire Hathaway, GameStop's board updated its investment policy to allow the company to invest its excess cash in public and private equities, and even cryptocurrencies, effectively turning the company into a hedge fund attached to a retail brand. Yep. That's why it's so awesome, bro. It's not just a video game store, bro. It's not just a video game store. The stock performance of GME remains a study in extreme volatility and long-term resilience. 1 year, the stock has traded largely sideways, down roughly 6% over the past 12 months, as investors wait for a definitive acquisition. 5 year, down approximately 54% from the split-adjusted peaks of early 2021, This reflects the cooling of the initial meme mania and a return to fundamental base valuation. 10-year, up over 290%. Long-term holders who entered before the 2021 surge have seen massive outperformance, driven by the company's improved balance sheet and capital raises. Year to date, 2026, up 14% as of today, buoyed by rumors of major acquisition and the recent appreciation of the company's Bitcoin holdings. Well, the Bitcoin holdings are actually probably down, so that's definitely not accurate. Financial performance. GameStop's financials have seen a dramatic turnaround in terms of profitability, though revenue growth remains a challenge. For the fiscal year 2024, the company reported a net income of $131.3 million, its first full year of profitability in several years. As of March 2026, the company's most striking financial feature is its fortress balance sheet, boasting approximately $8.83 billion in cash and marketable securities. This liquidity was primarily raised through at-the-money market equity offerings during periods of elevated stock prices. However, quarterly revenues have continued to slide, falling to $821 million in Q3 2025, highlighting the urgency of finding new revenue streams to replace the dying physical media business. How come nobody, I mean, it's very rare, but the reason why the revenues are falling so much the past year or two is because they closed stores. So, like, sure, you know, maybe physical media is dying, but that's not why GameStop's revenues are falling. It's because they closed, like, over 1,000 stores. Leadership and management. Ryan Cohen, the CEO and chairman, is the architect of GameStop's current strategy. In early 2026, the board approved a landmark all-at-risk compensation plan for Cohen. He receives zero base salary and no cash bonuses. His entire compensation consists of $171.5 million stock options that only vest if GameStop's market capitalization hits tiered targets starting at $20 billion and scaling up to $100 billion. This aggressive incentive structure aligns Cohen's personal wealth directly with shareholder returns, though it also places immense pressure on him to execute a, quote, home run acquisition or investment. Product, services, and innovation. Innovation at GameStop has pivoted away from the failed NFT marketplace of 22 to 23 and toward tangible, high-demand enthusiast products. Trading cards and grading. GameStop has expanded its, quote, pro membership to include benefits for TCG collectors, including in-store grading services and exclusive drops. Bitcoin Treasury. In 2025, GameStop officially adopted a Bitcoin Treasury strategy, currently holding over 4,700 Bitcoin. This move has mirrored the strategies of companies like MicroStrategy, providing the stock with an additional layer of crypto proxy appeal. I mean, it's definitely nothing like MicroStrategy, but okay. Mobile integration. The company is heavily invested in its mobile app, attempting to bridge the gap between its physical stores and e-commerce ecosystem. Competitive landscape. GameStop faces a pincer movement from two sides: digital gatekeepers. Sony, Microsoft, and Valve control the digital ecosystems where most games are now purchased. These, quote, gatekeepers take a 30% cut of every sale and have no incentive to share that revenue with a third-party retailer like GameStop. Big box and e-commerce. Amazon, Walmart, and Best Buy use video game hardware as loss leaders, competing on price and delivery speed in a way that GameStop's smaller scale cannot always match. Industry and market trends. The gaming industry is increasingly moving toward live service models and cloud gaming, both of which bypass traditional retail. Physical media is rapidly becoming a niche market for collectors, similar to vinyl records. However, the secondary market for collectibles and vintage games is booming, valued globally at over $13 billion. GameStop's survival depends on its ability to capture the collector economy while managing the terminal decline of new physical disc sales. Risks and challenges. Terminal decline of physical media. As consoles move towards digital-only configuration, GameStop's traditional buy-sell trade model for software faces an existential threat. Not really, because they can just buy, sell, trade other things. Execution risk. The company's future is essentially a bet on Ryan Cohen's ability to allocate $8.8 billion effectively. A bad acquisition could incinerate years of capital raising efforts. Legal headwinds. A 2026 class action lawsuit, Jake Weber versus GameStop, alleges the company failed to disclose that digital purchases are actually revocable licenses, highlighting the legal complexities of the digital transition. I didn't even know about that lawsuit. Maybe we could look into that. Opportunities and catalysts. The war chest, with nearly $9 billion in cash, GameStop is positioned to acquire a major player in the tech or gaming space. Rumors of a merger with a platform like Discord or a major private label manufacturer have kept the stock's, quote, hype alive. Maybe. M&A catalysts. Any announcement of a significant acquisition could trigger another massive rally as shorts cover and retail buyers flood the market. Bitcoin appreciation. As a Bitcoin treasury holder, the stock has become sensitive to the crypto market, providing an upside catalyst if Bitcoin continues upward trajectory in 2026. What do you mean continues? Bitcoin has done nothing but sell. Investor sentiment and analyst coverage. The quote apes, a dedicated base of retail investors, remain the backbone of the company's valuation. Their quote diamond hands philosophy has created a higher than average floor for the stock price. That's interesting. I've never heard anyone say anything about that. That's very interesting. Institutional sentiment is more cautious, while firms like Susquehanna have increased their stakes to play the volatility. Many traditional analysts have dropped coverage or maintained sell ratings due to the disconnect between the stock's valuation and its retail earnings. Or it's just because they're scared. They're probably just scared. Scared to give good coverage on a good business because everyone hates it. Regulatory policy and geopolitical factors. Regulatory scrutiny remains high. Ryan Cohen recently settled an FTC investigation regarding reporting violations for a $985,320 fine. Furthermore, the SEC continues to monitor the social media-driven trading patterns of GME to ensure market stability. From a geopolitical perspective, GameStop's reliance on hardware manufactured in Asia leaves it vulnerable to supply chain disruptions or tariffs stemming from ongoing trade tensions. I mean, sure, I guess. They could also just not buy that stuff if it's not profitable. I mean, if tariffs make an item unprofitable, then they probably just won't buy it. So I don't know, very debatable. Conclusion. As we look toward the remainder of 2026, GameStop is a company in the middle of an unprecedented second act. It has successfully navigated the brink of bankruptcy to emerge as a cash-rich holding company, yet its core business remains under siege from digital transformation. For investors, GME is no longer a play on video games. It is a play on Ryan Cohen's ability to turn a $9 billion treasury into a new empire. Whether it becomes the Berkshire of retail or eventually succumbs to the digital tide remains the multi-billion-dollar question for Wall Street. Oh, that was a good article. I'm gonna make that. That was really good. I'm gonna make that its own video. I think I'm gonna make that its own video. Nice. Let me change the title of that. Okay. All right. GME earnings countdown. Traders brace for an outside swing as GameStop reports Tuesday. GME is in focus tonight as video game retailer GameStop prepares to release its fourth quarter 2025 results on Tuesday, March 24th. The report is expected after the market closes Tuesday, with traders positioning for a sharp post-earnings move and investors looking for evidence the company's strategy shift is translating into results. The stock is up about 12% year to date, driven by renewed retail investor interest and optimism tied to CEO Ryan Cohen's push towards higher margin e-commerce and collectibles. All these articles are AI, bro. I swear. What markets are watching into GME results? As of Monday evening Eastern Time, the biggest near-term story is the expected volatility immediately after earnings. Options pricing implies a sizable swing in the days following the release, with one read of options markets pointing to a move around 7.98% in either direction after the report, and another pointing to as much as 8% either direction by the end of the week following the release. How hard is it to figure out? All you do is add the calls and the puts together, the at the money calls and puts. Like how, and also 7.98% is basically 8%. So I just don't, it's crazy. It's crazy. Expectations for the fundamentals are also clearly defined going into Tuesday. Wall Street analysts forecast fourth quarter earnings of 0.37 per share, up from 0.3 a year ago, while revenue is expected to rise 15% year over year to $1.47 billion. The numbers will be parsed against a business that is still navigating an industry shift towards digital sales. For investors, Tuesday's report is also a check-in on whether GameStop can keep improving profitability while stabilizing sales. In the last reported quarter, GameStop posted adjusted EPS of 0.24, beating an estimate of 0.18, but revenue fell 4.6% year over year to $821 million, missing expectations. They're all just repeating the same things, bro. Strategy pivot under scrutiny: store closures, collectibles, and retro consoles. In mid-March, GameStop accelerated its move away from traditional retail stores, speeding up store closures to cut costs and put more emphasis on e-commerce and higher margin collectibles. That cost-cutting and channel shift is now central to the narrative heading into the quarterly update. At the same time, the company is leading into demand for older gaming products. On March 17th, it labeled the Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii U as retro consoles, and it introduced a new trade-in policy accepting even non-working retro consoles. The stated intent of that policy is to build inventory and tap into interest in vintage gaming items. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Investors are also paying attention to balance sheet strength and how it supports future flexibility. GameStop ended the last quarter with $8.8 billion in cash and marketable securities, up from $4.6 billion a year ago, and it held Bitcoin worth about $519 million as part of its treasury strategy. And also, vintage gaming is going to make a comeback. I mean, I think Call of Duty is enough evidence of that. Like, Black Ops and Warzone are so trash. People are going to Call of Duties that were made like a decade ago. Eventually, people are going to get tired of all these garbage microtransaction games, pay to win, just terrible games that are coming out, AI slop, and they're going to want to go play like real games that are actually good. Immediate reactions and expectations: analysts, AI ratings, and deal talks. Analyst expectations remain cautious even with improving balance sheet metrics. Ahead of the results, TipRank's AI analyst kept a neutral rating on the stock with a price target of $25 per share. Target that implies 10.77% upside from the then current levels. TipRank's AI stock analysis assigns GameStop a score of 62 out of 100, highlighting improving profitability, stronger cash flow, and a healthier balance sheet, while flagging weak technical trends and valuation concerns. What? There is also a deal speculation in the public record from company's top executive. CEO Ryan Cohen said in January in a CNBC interview that he is looking to make a very, very, very big acquisition of a larger consumer company. Any update Tuesday that clarifies what next steps could look like is likely to be closely watched. They're probably not going to announce anything. Like, if there's AI articles consistently just talking about this, they're not going to say anything. What's next after Tuesday's print? After the close Tuesday, attention will shift to how closely results track the expectation for 0.37 per share and 1.47 billion in revenue, and whether management commentary adds clarity on the pace of store closures, the collectibles push, and the retro trade-in initiative. With option traders pricing a large swing, the immediate aftermath may be defined as much by guidance and strategic updates as by the headline numbers. For GME, the next clear signal will come as the market digests the earnings release and any update on acquisition ambitions in the sessions that follow. Okay. All right. GameStop stock price analysis and earnings preview, buy or sell. GameStop stock has dropped by 13% from its highest point this year. The company will release its financial results on Tuesday this week. Technical analysis suggests the stock will continue falling, potentially to $20. How? How? GameStop stock price has pulled back this month, moving to its lowest level since January 23rd. GME was trading at $22.50, down by 13% from its highest point this year, and 37% below the highest point in 2025. So will the shares jump or fall after earnings on Tuesday? GameStop stock at risk ahead of earnings. GME stock may drop this week as its business continues to face major headwinds. A key challenge is that the gaming console industry is going through the ongoing memory chip shortage that has pushed companies like Sony and Nintendo to postpone their consoles this year. Console prices have all soared, which may impact its revenue growth. What? That literally makes no sense. If console prices have soared, revenue would be up. That literally makes no sense. Oh, man. Ugh, I don't even want to read this article. That's actually the most trash paragraph I've ever read in my life. These challenges are on the top of the ongoing shift from buying consoles and games online, which has pushed its revenue growth downwards in the past few years. Its annual revenue dropped from over $5 billion in 2021 to $3.8 billion in 2024. What? Why is it mentioning strategy? Strategy's business is also struggling as its Bitcoin holdings have backfired. The company spent over $500 million buying 4,710 coins, which are now worth about $321 million. I think they meant to put GameStop. But what? What is... I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. Whoever or whatever AI wrote this is defective. The most recent results showed that GameStop's revenue dropped from $860.3 million in the third quarter of 2024 to $821 million in the third quarter of last year. As a result, the company recently announced a plan to shut hundreds of stores to focus on its profitable stores. The upcoming results are expected to show that its business continued slowing in the fourth quarter, with its revenue expected to come in at $1.1 billion from $1.2 billion in the fourth quarter of 2024. On the positive side, GameStop still has one of the best balance sheets in the retail industry. It has over $7.8 billion in cash, $986 million in marketable securities, and Bitcoin assets worth over $321 million. It has about $4.16 billion in long-term debt. Now, this is one of the first articles that actually gave the actual value of the Bitcoin assets. What is the actual value? 4,710 times 70,000. 330 million, basically. Okay. Pretty close. These results come 2 months after the company unveiled a highly ambitious reward scheme for Ryan Cohen, the company's CEO. Cohen will receive 171.53 million shares at 2066 if it hits key milestones. The reward will happen in full if the company achieves a market capitalization of 100 billion and an EBITDA of 10 billion. Yep. Oh man, this is some solid technical analysis right here. You know, look at, you just draw some lines on a chart and you make some triangles. Like, that's, whew, some quality, bro. Some absolute quality technical analysis. That's how you should make your investments, based off of lines and triangles on a chart. Yep, that's how you should base your investments. Don't you forget it. Don't you forget it. The daily chart shows that GameStop's stock price has slumped in the past few weeks, moving from a high of $25.90 in February to the current $22.5. It has dropped to its lowest level since January this year. The stock has moved below the 23.6% Fibonacci retracement level and the key support level at 24.10, its highest point in December last year. It remains below all moving averages, a sign that bears remain in control. Maybe. We'll see. The stock has also formed a diamond reversal pattern, pointing to a strong bearish breakdown in the coming days, potentially after the earnings. If this happens, the next key target to watch will be at $20, its lowest level in November last year. Okay. Thanks for that. We needed that. We really needed a Fibonacci retracement for our investment decisions. That's how you do it, bro. That's how you do it. Why is GameStop stock rising Monday? GameStop shares are trading higher Monday. The move comes as the broader market shows strength. The Nasdaq rose 1.1%, while the S&P 500 gained 1.16%. Finally, something I can actually agree with. Investors are focusing on GameStop's fourth quarter earnings. Company reports these results on Tuesday. Analysts estimate earnings per share of 31 cents. Revenue expectations sit at $1.47 billion. GameStop carries significant momentum into this report. The company has beaten EPS estimates in 6 consecutive quarters. In the third quarter, it reported an EPS of 24 cents. This surpassed the 18-cent analyst estimate. This is like a very shortened version of everything we read so far. Short interest data shifts. Benzinga data shows short interest in GameStop decreased recently. It fell from 66.88 million to 65.62 million shares. This represents 16.04% of the company's float. It would take 13.98 days for short sellers to cover their positions. That's an interesting thing. How come nobody mentions the warrants and the bonds being shorted as well, though? Nobody ever mentions that. I think the bonds and the warrants are directly correlated with the shares. So, pretty interesting how nobody talks about that. Technical analysis. GameStop is trading 3.8% below its 20-day simple moving average and 1.7% above its 100-day SMA. A split that points to short-term pressure, but a longer-term base that's still trying to hold. Over the past 12 months, shares are down 10.33%, and the stock is positioned closer to its 52-week low than its high. The RSI is at 37.7, which sits in neutral territory. Meanwhile, the MACD is at negative 0.1190 and below its signal line at 0.0781. Key resistance, $24. Key support, $22. I actually agree with that. That's crazy. I actually agree with something. GME stock price activity. GameStop shares were up 1.71% at $22.96 at the time of the publication on Monday. Well, thank you, Benzinga. Thank you for a very shortened version of everything I've already read today. Appreciate it. All right. What's up, Justin? Said 507 mil profit last year. Yeah, that's what I think. We'll see. Jason, what's up, Jason? How you doing, bro? SGN, what's up, SGN? I've seen you in my comments on my videos before. Hope you're doing good. I don't know what you're asking, though. Is there any other ones? No. Maybe there'll be some more articles to read tomorrow or something. Who knows? I'm sure there will be. Already read a ton, though. I think I think there's gonna be an hour-long stream clip of me basically just reading the same article over and over again. Just like little different variations. It's ridiculous, bro. Actually ridiculous. It's almost like you want to know what they did? You want to know what they did? They saw the Seeking Alpha article. They saw the Seeking Alpha article come out. Motherfucker. And they did this. They highlighted all of this. Copy. Then they went to ChatGPT. They went to ChatGPT. Summarize or write this in a different format with more detail. And then you copy and paste all that. And watch ChatGPT work, bro. Watch ChatGPT work. I thought I heard you say last week best to exit with earnings in order to take advantage of lows coming in. What? You must be watching the wrong YouTube channel, because that's not me. You must be watching the wrong channel. I got a meeting tomorrow at 2:30, but I'm hoping I'll be done by 3 so I can swing by and see the earnings. I hope I'll be here, because I guess the power is supposed to be out tomorrow. They're doing something in my neighborhood because for some reason, for the past like 2-3 months, they've been doing a bunch of construction and nonsense in my neighborhood. So supposedly the power is supposed to be off tomorrow, so I might not even be able to stream tomorrow, and I'm actually pretty upset about it. It's pretty annoying. But either way, you know, I'll cover the earnings and I'll make a video about it, so. But hopefully my power will be on so I can actually fucking stream. It's literally a joke, dude. I'm so sick of my city, bro. I'm actually so sick of my city, bro. I don't have a laptop, unfortunately. I do not have a laptop. I'm ready to sell my house and move, bro, straight up. It's actually a joke. It's actually a joke. I'm gonna delete your message though, because I don't know where you heard that, or I've literally never said that ever, so I just I don't even know why you would come in here and say that. That's just weird, bro. I'm sorry to say. That's just weird. You're like framing me, bro. You're like framing me, trying to make me look like I'm a paper hands or something. I don't appreciate that. I'm not no paper handed bitch. That's crazy. I don't have do I look like I have paper hands? Do these look like paper to you? I'm sorry. I just had to delete your message though. I can't be having you frame me like a paper hands, bro. Can't have you making me look like I'm a paper handed guy. That's not me. I'm probably the only person who doesn't care about GameStop's price. I'm probably the only person who, like, anytime I have money, I literally just, like, don't even look and I just press the buy button. Like, I'm probably the only person who does that. Straight up. So I don't appreciate you framing me like I'm a paper hand guy. I don't appreciate it. Manicured hands, maybe. Definitely not. Just streamer hands. my hands haven't seen real labor in years. Got fucking streamer hands, bro. I might have soft hands, but they're not paper. I might have soft hands, but they're not paper. Got fucking streamer hands, bro. Got unemployed hands. That's what we'll call them. Unemployed hands. Mea culpa. Now you're promoting someone in my channel? SGNA, you're breaking all the rules, bro. You're breaking all the rules. I haven't heard of this person, though. Who the hell's this? What the hell is that? I don't even know what that is, bro. Unemployment package. Now that's Pokemon. I don't buy Pokemon. I don't have the proper unemployment kit. I bought Pokemon, though. I didn't say the name. Mea culpa just means sorry. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I don't speak, is that Spanish? What is that? My mistake. Used to acknowledge personal error or responsibility. Originates from Latin. Oh, say I learned something. Thank you. Thank you, SGNA. I'm learning today. Now I know. I've never heard the phrase mea culpa before. I've never heard that phrase. You got 8 minutes and the market closes. Exciting stuff, exciting stuff. How's Callaway looking? I have no clue. Callaway? Up 2%. I mean, it's up since what is that? July? March? Or not March? June? June of last year. It's up almost 2x. A little over 2x. Looks like. I have no clue how they're doing financially, though. I don't really pay attention. I don't really pay attention. They had a 10K recently. Made 38 billion last year. Is that billion? Yeah, 38 billion, right? Or is that million? 38 million. I think it's million, actually. So their earnings are actually declining, which isn't great. And their balance sheet is also declining. And their debt is up a lot. What the fuck? You wouldn't catch me buying that, bro. That's weird. They got a weird balance sheet, bro. Not a very interesting business. The stock's up quite a bit though, so can't really say much. That's crazy, bro. They went from making 90 million consistently to only 33 million or whatever I said. Like that's a pretty big decline in income. And also their stockholder equity went from 7.6 billion to 7.2, so yeah, that's not great. That's not great. That's not great. Not great. What economic data do you have this week? Let's see. Tomorrow. Manufacturing data. Money supply. Mortgage data on Wednesday. Fuel, oil data as well on Wednesday. And more oil and manufacturing data and real estate data on Thursday. Not very exciting. A lot of Fed speeches this week, though. A lot of Fed speeches. I never watch the Fed speeches, but they could be important if you're interested in economics. You gotta be a true nerd to be watching that shit. You gotta be a true nerd. All right, chat. Market's gonna close soon, so you guys got anything else? Anything else? Damn, this video's crushing, bro. That video's crushing. Skittles won. Not really doing great, but it is a short video, so I wouldn't expect it to do that well. Just chilling till tomorrow. D-Day for GME tomorrow. D-Day. That'd be a good meme, bro. That'd be a good meme. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to talk about, honestly. No more articles got published. Sure, Reddit's useless like always, so there's probably nothing here. Some guy made a 3-part article about if GameStop wants to become Berkshire. You should definitely I can't even say that. I can't even say that with a straight face. You know, maybe it's an interesting read, but I would never take anything on Reddit seriously, ever. Yep, nothing there. Not surprised. When is there ever anything useful on there, realistically? Got 1 more minute. How'd the market end up doing? Dow up 700. Russell up 2.7%. NASDAQ up 1.38. I actually want to look at the charts real quick before I go. And there's the close. Market is now closed. Think you'll get any news? Think you'll get any GameStop news after hours here? I don't really think so, but would be interesting. Maybe someone found the flute. Let's see. Got a double bottom on Apple. If Microsoft bounces, that'll be a double bottom on Microsoft. Almost a yeah, a lot of a lot of potential bottoms in. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. A lot of potential bottoms. False breakout on XLK. Potentially. Bearish trend on XLY. That's not good. It's very it doesn't look good. I mean, it doesn't look good, doesn't look bad. Pretty tough. Pretty tough. A lot of massive sell-offs have already happened. Potentially China's bottomed out. Yeah, this is a tough market to read here. Tough market to read. Good luck to the traders, bro. Unless you're a day trader. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. TLT is interesting. That's probably the next like solid economic trade. Cause you know, though the market is worried about bonds and the Fed not cutting rates, they're gonna cut rates eventually within the next like 2 years. So like TLT is probably your next like interesting economic trade, which is basically just bonds. It's the inverse of yields. So yeah, TLT is kind of interesting. Like if I was trading, you know, that would probably be like one of the top trades. But we just YOLO all in GameStop like a real G. Yeah, it's tough. S&P's bear, like all these are so bearish. The Russell potentially double bottomed, but still bearish. Oh, that's tough. That's tough, bro. That's tough. Oh, the market is so weird right now. The market is so weird. I feel bad for anyone trying to trade this shit. Goodness kitty. Goodness kitty. You guys hear my cat sneeze? All right. I guess I don't know. You guys got anything? National Puppy Day today. Where's Mooma at with the tin? We hate Barking Puppy. That shit's a crypto scam. That shit's a crypto scam. or it was a crypto scam. Is that even like relevant still? I haven't been on Twitter. I deleted my Twitter, so I don't even know. But is that even relevant still? I thought that was just a crypto scam. Guy still posts. Interesting. I don't know about that one. Oh, yeah, there's just he got a new account after the hack. Ah, interesting. Classic scammer. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Classic scammer. Ah, the worst. The worst kind of person, a scammer. It's almost worse than a Pokemon scalper. Like, Pokemon scalper's up there, but I don't think you can get worse than a scammer, bro. I don't think you can get worse than a scammer. That's wild, bro. I didn't know it was National Puppy Day today, though. Kind of interesting. Should have did the earnings today. Speaking of National Puppy Day, how's Chewy doing? Oh, wow. We're almost back to the same price as Chewy. It's 206. I don't know, chat. I think it's time to get out of here, straight up. There's not really much else to talk about. Unless you guys got something, which nobody's really dropped anything. So I assume nobody has anything. But appreciate you guys all supporting the stream, supporting the videos. The videos have been doing well, even though they're just stream clips. I still appreciate you guys supporting, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow's earnings are interesting. Hopefully it's interesting tomorrow, but fuck, like I said, I don't know if I'll even be live tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully my power's on so I can actually go live, bro. Ugh, I forgot about that. That sucks, man. That sucks. Hopefully we can stream tomorrow. I guess we'll see. If not, you know, like I said, I'll cover the earnings and make a video about it. But yeah, I guess we'll see, man. Fuck, that's so annoying, bro. Why does my city suck so bad? Maybe I'll try to find somewhere to go stream or something. Like, I don't know, dude. That's a joke. That's a joke. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for supporting. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. But if not, I guess I'll see you sometime. I don't know. Free Wi-Fi at McD's. Just bring my whole computer setup to McDonald's. Just bring my tower and everything. Just set up inside the McD's. I mean, if it comes to that, maybe. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It sucks. I'm actually pretty upset about it, but it's whatever, man. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. Most of the GameStop community hates me anyway, so it doesn't really matter if I'm streaming it or not. So, but I appreciate everyone here. God bless you. Thank you guys for real. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow, but if not, very soon. God bless ya. Peace. Later, Ruben. Later, Snake. Moose. P. Later, boys. Y'all have a good one. Later, Justin, SGNA, if you're still here. I don't know who else is here, but I appreciate you guys. Later.